Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Layla and this is Layla Crochet, and today I'm going to be testing out the brand new Hobbycraft Knit Crafts Plushie Pals yarn. Got that all in one. I was quite impressed with myself. So yeah, before we get into that, if you would please give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe down below, that would be absolutely amazing. And so let's get into it. I saw on Facebook that this yarn had been released. I think it's new. I'm pretty sure it says on the website that it's new. So, and I've not seen it before, and I'm in Hobbycraft a lot. So obviously I had to try it. I do actually have something in mind for it as well, because I will only buy yarn if I have a project for it. So this, my boyfriend's sister, her kids want the octopus that I make, so I thought this would be really great. One of them wants like light grey and purple, so I was like, this is brilliant, let's give it a go. And then I also wanted to compare it to the Hobie Honey Bunny to see if it's like a comparable dupe, because when I originally saw the photo of it on Facebook, I was like, that looks like Honey Bunny instantly. So yes, that is what we are going to do. So first of all, I'm just going to get Hobbycraft's website up so that we can talk about the wool. So it's this is the wool. It's 100 grams chunky. You need a 6mm hook or 6mm knitting needles, and yeah, that's basically, that's the basics. It says your yarn length is 120 meters. This is a colour natural, this is the colour lilac, but I am just going to go over the colours. So this is £3.80 a ball for the 100 grams, and you've got white, natural, mint, pink, lilac, turquoise, coral, yellow, green and red. So at the moment there's 10 colours, which I think is like a good range for something new to see, like, are people going to buy this? I'm really hoping that they release more colours personally. I think the £3.80 is like quite a good price point as well for a plushie yarn, especially because I want, obviously I said just I want to compare it to the Honey Bunny. Let's get the Hobie site up. The Honey Bunny is £7.10. Now it is regularly on sale, so at the moment it is on sale for £4.90. I tend to just buy it when they've got their like free shipping thing on, because the shipping's like £6.99 to the UK. So it's very expensive. So yeah, I tend to try and buy it like if it's on sale or if there's free shipping, whereas this is £3.80 a ball, and I can get free click and collect from Hobbycraft, and I get the Hobbycraft points as well to buy more yarn after. Go math! The difference with the Honey Bunny is that you need a 7mm hook, and you can kind of tell, like, this is like a little bit thinner, but I wouldn't say by much. Like, you really have to be like looking at it. And then obviously like the Honey Bunny as well, you've got so much more range of colours, but I do feel like the Honey Bunny's been out for longer, so yeah, maybe that is why. So I'm going to start my first tentacle. I'm gonna get in here, find that middle. Oh, it's already fluffing. Barf out. Oh, there we go. That. Wrap it up. Yeah, straight off the bat, it is fluffing everywhere. Which I would say the Honey Bunny doesn't do. That's why I fell in love with the Honey Bunny, because I found it quite easy to work with. So my first concern is that this is probably not going to magic ring very well, whereas I do find that the Honey Bunny does. Look, just picking fluff up. Yeah, I've got like a handful of fluff there. Not off to a great start. Let's get the appropriate tag. Oh my god, let me show you. I haven't shown you. My boyfriend bought me the tulip Etamo Grey for our anniversary. So I asked for Christmas, but then he surprised me early. These scissors are like, I don't know how to describe it, but I've never used scissors so nice. Like, and it's the weirdest thing to like comment about, but they are so good. However, cannot find a 7mm in tulip, not even in like the other colours. So he got me this Knit Pro one, but I don't know, I don't quite like it. I don't know, it's alright, but I don't quite like it as much as the tulip. So if anybody has a recommendation for a good 7mm hook, and then also possibly a 9, because I do use a 9mm as well, yeah, let me know please. So I've got my 6mm, and then we're gonna, oh, I got my hair in there, nice. So I'm gonna leave quite a long tail just from all this. You can kind of see where it's trying to shed. Oh, it feels quite nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does feel nice, but it doesn't feel as smooth as the Honey Bunny. I did see some comments, like somebody commented to me and they said it feels like Flutterby by James C. Brett, and I would argue that that also isn't. It's kind of like it's a bit bumpy. And I know it's not the hook, because the hook, wow, not me trying to multitask. I know it's not the hook because I've used the hooks with other stuff and it doesn't quite feel like this. Like, it does feel nice. It's not like rough, but it's bumpy, if that makes any sense. Okay, that is the base for our first set of suckers. It's very long. It is quite long, but then it does tend to come up a bit, like as you're putting your stitches in. So we're gonna see how it copes with actual stitches. It doesn't feel, yeah, it definitely feels smoother as I'm doing like the actual stitches over when I was chaining. I wonder whether that whole bit was just a bit in, you know, like with the shedding and stuff. I wonder. I really need to get like one of those yarn winder things where you rewind it and then you put it on and you just spin the ball. Maybe maybe I'll have a little look on Amazon and see what I can find. I'm gonna do a few more just to get. I feel a bit disappointed because I thought that maybe it would be a dupe, but it's, I don't think, like, it's good, but I don't think that it's Honey Bunny good as you're working with it, but it does have the softness of Honey Bunny, if that makes any sense. I'm just finding it, but because I've not used this 6mm before, I'm wondering whether I should test it out on the Honey Bunny just to make sure that it's definitely not this hook. But I've not had any issues with the other hooks, so okay, I feel like that's a reasonable amount to have tried with. Then the Honey Bunny, I mean, I know the Honey Bunny isn't a 6mm yarn, but for the sake of the experiment, it has gotten like so cold in England just overnight, and it's horrible. Like my body just, I feel like my body can't cope. But at least we're going into autumn. I just feel like it dropped, like it just dropped so dramatically. It's just like overnight the weather was like nope. So I'm only going to do, like, I'm not going to chain the full amount with the 6mm. Just going to chain maybe like 20 and then try the stitches. I think it is the yarn, because that was very easy. I wanted to get like a proper like stitch done. Yeah, it's the yarn. It's definitely the yarn. So is it like, it's a bit disappointing that it's not as smooth as the Honey Bunny, but then is anything as good as Honey Bunny? Like, I don't know. Wrap it back up and stuff it inside. Sometimes I really don't think about the things that come out of my mouth before I say them. Right, let's pop that there. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try this one. And we're just going to make a quick magic circle. Because will it magic ring? That is the question. I need to buy wine just so bad. That's going to be next on my Amazon list. Has to be. I can't keep doing this. This one's shredding as well. It's covered in fluff. So let's just do 2. Alright. 3. 4. 5. Wow. Wow. Okay, it's redeemed itself. Did you see that? That is very impressive. I don't think I've ever had a yarn that, like a Plushie yarn, magic ring that easy. Not even the Honey Bunny. That shocks me. That, wow. Okay, it has redeemed itself. It has redeemed itself. Although, to be fair, like, the feeling of the bumpiness isn't bad. Like, it's not gonna really affect anything. Like, it's just whether you want that smooth. If you're going to be comparing it to the Honey Bunny, if you want that ultra smooth kind of feel. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to stuff this back in. There we go. So, let's go with some final thoughts. I definitely need to use it some more. That is for sure. This was obviously just like a quick test, see whether I can get on with it. Do you know what I mean? It does feel a bit bumpy as I'm stitching, but that could be because I just think that this one in particular has like a lot more of that like fluffing going on, whereas that purple doesn't. So, but then that could be like a quality control thing. Like, are you going to get a ball that's going to fluff? Are you going to get a ball that's not? Do you know what I mean? That's not like very consistent. But then again, it is new, so that they could iron that out eventually. the magic ring, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I've never had a plushie yarn magic ring that easily, ever. You know that thing where you do it and then it just goes like, and it snaps. That was, yeah. The only time that I've had a magic ring like go that easily is when it's DK. Never from a plushie yarn. So that is 10 out of 10. Compare it to the Honey Bunny. I think for on the budget, I would recommend it. It feels, I'm just feeling them both. They do feel very similar, I would say. The thickness is very comparable as well. I think, like I said earlier, you really have to be like looking to see that it's possibly a tiny bit thinner. I would say it's a smoother experience crocheting with the Honey Bunny, but I would say there's definitely magic rings better than the Honey Bunny. Yeah, so I would say, especially for the price of the Honey Bunny plus the price of shipping if you're in the UK, I think it's worth giving this a shot, because it's half the price per ball. They're both 100-gram balls. How many yards, how many meters is this? 120 meters. So they're exactly the same meterage as well. So yeah, I would say if you're in the UK, go to your local Hobbycraft, pick one of these up, see what you think. I would definitely say that it's worth comparing it to the Honey Bunny and using it instead of Honey Bunny, just based on the cost aspect, and also that they do feel very, very similar in the skein, however you say it. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I've never done a yarn review before, so forgive me if it wasn't the greatest. I feel like I tried to cover a lot. Yeah, let me know if there's anything that you would want to see in a yarn review, if I do any in the future. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye.